am in no way a makeup influencer at all, and I do not want to hear about how this all happens. Get ready with me while we talk about 16 things that have changed since 2016, because we're all living in the nostalgia of the year that it was, apparently. Now, to kind of like give you a picture, I'm now 22, so 10 years ago I was like 12, 13, which means there have been some very formative years that have happened when we're kind of going through what's been happening in the last 10 years. Alrighty, we're going to start nice and strong with the fact that obviously I have graduated high school since then. In 2016 I was in year 7, so my first year of high school, and I graduated in 2021, so I've now been out of high school for going on 5 years, which is honestly fucking terrifying. Moving on from there, obviously out of high school I went down the usual route of going into university, and I originally got into uni to study a double degree of law and psychological science. However, I deferred from that and ended up going back to uni around, I would say, 2022, 2023. And I did a year of business, and then also decided to drop out of that because it just wasn't something for me. This is broken and I don't want to hear about it. But moving forward from there, I feel like it segues me into what I've done for work. Is this empty? It'd be so fucking low right now. Not like, oh, a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that segues me into work. So my job in high school, I did work at the cinemas, but around COVID I got a job at a tool shop, and I worked at a tool shop for like literally up until I graduated. After that I then moved down south, and while I was down south I worked at a law firm, and that was when I decided law was not for me, hence deferring that degree. Because I hated that job so much, I actually went into real estate for a bit while I was still working down south, but I decided to move home, and that was when I started selling cars for my dad. That was like my first like probably long-term really big girl job. I think I fucked that up anyway. And ever since leaving sales, I have been working in the fitness and nutrition industry. Also, I'm in no way a makeup influencer at all, and I do not want to hear about how this all happens. It's the only way I know how to do my makeup. I've been on 2 major overseas holidays. I went to New Zealand by myself for a week, and I stayed in Queenstown, and then after that I did Canada for a month, where I backpacked around both sides of Canada actually, and it was the fucking time of my life. I would definitely recommend solo traveling to quite literally every person on the planet. I've obviously worked a lot of jobs, and with that I've actually gotten quite a few qualifications. When I was in school I finished my Cert 3 in fitness, and then I obviously went on to do my Cert 4 once I had graduated. I also did an internship at the law firm to become a paralegal, which was like, I don't even know what it was, like a Cert 4 in like administration or some shit, I don't know. I've also completed my certificate 4 in nutrition, so I am a certified nutritionist, and I feel like there was one other, I can't remember. They're like the main ones I fear. So yeah, I'm quite a educated queen. Okay, I have also tried, oh, that's not blended out well at all, is that? Obviously moved away once I'd graduated, so I've actually lived in a new city since 2016. I lived in Newcastle, New South Wales, the year I graduated, and I was there for about 12 months, like a little under I think. And since 2016 I've also lived in 5 different houses. So when I was down in UE we moved I think 3 times. Like when I moved down there we were in one house, and then we moved twice while I was there, just due to like a heap of different reasons really. And then when I came home I've lived with my dad for a bit, and now obviously I am in this house. So yeah, in the last 10 years I've had 5 different addresses, which is kind of scary. Oh. Which is kind of scary if you think about it. Oh, I can't believe that broke. With obviously graduating high school, I feel like this is kind of natural, but also kind of sad when I thought about it. My whole friendship group has obviously changed. I think I still hang out with / talk to like maybe 1 or 2 of the girls I went to high school with, which to me is like kind of scary. I don't really enjoy change, so that kind of was like a crazy fact to like find out about myself, I guess. It's slowly coming together. I told you it was a trust the process. So we discovered that I was like 12 in 2016, and so since then I've actually come out as gay. Clicks for the group, we love lesbians. So I actually came out, I think it was around 2020. I knew before then, and I have a feeling most people did know that about me as well before then. Eyebrows. But I hard launched my girlfriend at the time on Instagram, and that was actually how I really came out. Obviously to like my closer friends and like my parents and my sisters and stuff, there was like more of a coming out story, but just in general, I hard launched that poor girl. I've also gotten 16 tattoos since then, and I want more. I got my first one when I was 18, so that was in 2021. I was still in high school actually. I was like just finishing up, and I remember in like one of my exams, my teacher was like, you have to cover up that tattoo. It was this one. I got it matching with my sister's, and she wasn't gonna let me sit my exam, which was kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, I've had 16 tattoos in the last 10 years, which is kind of fun. So far I don't regret any, which is, I mean, a positive, I fear. Another kind of fun fact was in 2016 was actually when I developed my eating disorder, and since then I would confidently say I'm pretty well recovered. Like last year was my first full 12 months where I didn't relapse at all, which is crazy to think about how much like of a journey that's been for me. But I also haven't relapsed too as bad as I was in that year of 2016, literally since. So clicks for the group. Obviously I have also gone to therapy to obviously help with healing with some of those things, but also just general life and some things that I just had to deal with. And so I first went to therapy properly. Holy, that's really pink. I would say about a year and a bit ago, and it honestly has changed my life, and I am the biggest advocate for going and getting help and just like, yeah, learning about yourself. Yeah, talking and learning about things. I'm the biggest advocate for it, and taking a step away from things that are a little bit heavy. I have also tried 5 different sports since 2016. So when I was in school, I tried ultimate frisbee. We had like a school team that I played for, which was honestly so hard. Hats off to anyone who like competitively plays ultimate frisbee, because that shit is humbling. I also played rugby league for school, and then since graduating I've tried AFL and a couple of other different sports as well. CrossFit, weightlifting, all of that type of stuff happened only within the last 12 months, but still there's a lot of growth in that, and I've met so many people through that, and I think that is also a big thing that has like changed who I hang out with and that type of stuff. Holy, does my face need to be blended out right now? That's crazy. My final 2 points of things that have changed since 2016 is that I have officially launched my own business and my own app, Build With B. So if you are watching this on my YouTube, head over to Instagram at buildwb_, and have a check out about what I do in terms of fitness and nutrition. And if you're on TikTok, click that follow button, babe, because there is so much that is going to happen in the next 10 years, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. No hate about my makeup in the comments, please. I'm gonna go finish getting ready. Alright, I'm going to try and attempt to wear my hair out, although it's a little bit greasy, but this is my end look. I just put some mascara and lip liner and stuff on, but I'm gonna go pick my outfit and leave. If you want to see the full OOT video, head over to TikTok, because I'm sure I will post something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want some more, and I will see your beautiful faces sometime next week.